Neshoba, Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith, Winston, Leak, you better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night, 'cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you. He's everywhere, he's everywhere. That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. And Odie, did you notice it was 63 outside?
It felt good outside.
If you're a morning walker, this is definitely that time. And well, if you're a front porch sitter, it can't be too bad either.
I meet a guy just about every morning coming in that's walking down the road, and
you scare him every day.
No, I drive by, wave at him, but didn't seem last couple of outings. It was kind of warm, but this morning he's out, and good to see him out walking.
Enjoy it, because we're going toward 90, 92 today.
Yeah, you don't want to do it this afternoon.
Yeah, it's going to be a tad foggy this morning in some low-lying areas. Most of that stuff moved out around 4 a.m. this morning. It was thicker and finally moved out of the area. So enjoy this. We'll have some fun with that later on.
Things move on. You know, we was talking about September 15th, already halfway through this month.
Correct.
And how it's just speeding on. And it touches my heart this day every year.
The 15th?
But today, I lost Daddy 30 years ago today.
Today? Wow,
it's been
Odie.
30 years. I've lived longer without him than I have with him. But I try and follow under his footsteps every day. I'll never meet him.
And I understand. I think there's a lot of people that identify with what you're saying there. When it's something else to lose your parents. It's a touching thing. You never forget them.
And you know, I've still got people come up to me today going, "Man, I remember your dad," and that means an awful lot. That 30 years later, I'm not the only one remembering him.
Well, everybody's blaming you for
Other
walking out of
people
the Dairy Queen and us losing those little.
Yeah. I'm going to go back and teach them how to make an ice cream cone.
That was the funniest thing I ever saw. Odie got so bit out of shape over the way to look of an ice cream cone.
You're supposed to make him things right. Yeah. Ooh, that was a stickler.
I get it.
You had to, if you wanted to work for Daddy growing up, there was two things. You had to be able to count money without a machine.
Yeah.
And you had to be able to make an ice cream cone.
But that is, that first thing there of counting change. People don't realize you count to the nearest quarter, and then from there to the nearest dollar, and then to the even bill.
Start at your pennies and go up. It's easy.
It throws some people there. But it needs to be taught without a doubt, because, calculators and things can go down. You should be able to do that yourself.
Well, we ran into that during Katrina. You know, you had maybe one or two stores that were opened up, and it was because they didn't know what to do with that pile.
Oh, no, it's a mess.
The cash register don't work. Well,
I saw Odie yawning just a little bit ago, and I realized that Odie had stayed up late last night watching the Emmys.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, nobody watched. This one, I saw a headline earlier this morning, and if you'll remember, Stephen Colbert, they canceled his show. He had 200 people that was employed by him to come up with the lines that he has each week, and it still lost money. And they're still mad that the show got canceled. See, that's how this works, is you've got to have a profit to continue something. And after years of losing, they finally just said, hey, it's over.
Wait, how many people did you say he had?
200. 200 people. And if you've ever watched the show, you'll go, 200? As you get it, but he got a standing ovation last night. He got a Emmy. They felt that he should get an Emmy for a show being canceled, I guess.
Well, I think we ought to have one. I mean, look at the amount of people that work here. All total. Well, we got 5?
Well, we almost got an award, and then they changed the award after it was given to us.
You can't do it more than 1 year in a row.
Then they just done away with the category.
Yeah. Well, if you're the only one that's going to win it, then we just won't have it no more.
It kind of funny there.
5 people, mainly. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. But you can say there's 5 people. With I don't know. We may have him here. You do. You've got about 40,000 people that support with information.
It's a lot of people give us information, and golly, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
It tells us where to go.
200 people, and you don't know what people's thoughts are on what you ought to talk about. Wow.
Hello. Speaking of, one thing that we need, let me find my notes here, Odie. We need to talk about this right here because we had some games this weekend, and I'm not sure I got all the ball games that went on. So if I missed something, y'all fill me in here to make sure I got all this right. As we start looking at some local high school football games, Meridain High got defeated this weekend 6-44 against Stark Vegas. Now that was quite the game there.
Oof.
As we get into West Lauderdale.
Oh, we took a L.
We did. Neshoba County came down, Neshoba Central
Yeah.
won 27-20. We had Northeast and Southeast show up.
I think 20-0. Northeast takes the win.
Now, I'm not sure where that game was played, if it was out at Southeast or if it was out at Northeast, but we do see that. As we go to Lamar takes a win this weekend. They won 55-15 over Caledonia. That's a pretty good score there.
Yeah, it is.
Lamar Raiders.
Yeah.
Woo.
Wow.
Let's see.
Russell, wow.
What did Russell do?
Yeah, they took them a 56-36. Columbus Christian over Russell.
20-point spread there. This was one of the tightest games of the weekend. Newton County against Northeast Jones. 1 point.
Somebody went down there and got them a 2-point conversion.
My, oh my. 1 point there. Newton County loses by 1 point there.
Wow.
And again, that's a very, very close game.
Yeah.
As we get you get into the Academy, Newton County Academy, look at that score.
28-32. Humphrey took the win, but that was another close one right there.
Now, as we go northward of here, let's go on up to Kemper County. We got a couple of ball games that occurred there. As we see that Kemper County High played Heritage, and
10 points separated that one. 37-27 Heritage.
Not so good over at the Academy.
Silver Bay must play some football.
They won that big.
60-0.
That was over Kemper Academy. As we go a little bit further north there, we get up to Noxubee County. Noxubee County would have 20, West Point 27. Louisville, I know we got a lot of folks that watch from the Louisville area. 53 over Holmes County. They won 53-45. So congratulations to them. We didn't bring up Philadelphia yet, have we?
No, and they took a loss to Choctaw Central 21-7.
Boy, Union showed up, and they won the ball game. Union took on the Enterprise Bulldogs.
30-14. Clarkville was, Enterprise usually has a pretty good team.
Yeah.
But now, Sebastopol, 3 touchdowns got in their way.
It sure did.
Pasai?
Yeah, that'd be
27.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how to pronounce that. Is that P school?
We're gonna go with Pasai.
We're gonna go with Pig Academy.
Yes. 27-6.
I have to say, Odie, that's the first time I've heard of that school. That is brand spanking new to me. I had never heard of it before.
We're gonna go with the redneck pronunciation. That's the only thing that come to my mind.
Yeah. Now, look at, I pull up this thing and show everybody what we got here. This was given to us, I think, Thursday.
We got us here a
Look
fancy football schedule. How you get this thing straight. There we go.
We'll be able to track college football like nobody's business now. Just follow the helmet where you want to go.
That's right. Tell you who, what, where, when. And
I like that.
I do too. This is going to be easy. Talk about easy. It's been easier for you to breathe these last couple of weeks. Y'all went from a pretty bad season to are y'all sitting at 3-0 right now?
That's what the rumor is. Mississippi State.
I mean, that's not who y'all played. Y'all played Alcorn State. Who's that?
Let's see. What was this?
The score on that, do you really want to know? Mississippi State.
What was the score?
It was 63-0.
State won 63-0? What happened?
Y'all played Alcorn State.
Hey, it's a win.
Hotty totty.
Did I hear Ole Miss? Who'd y'all play?
Sirree. We played Arkansas.
Is that a little bit better team?
And, and we got them by 41-35. And then Alabama, they came in. They played Wisconsin. Don't know much about that team. They won 38-14. But, I think y'all start playing, let's see. I don't know. Who is NIU?
Who knows?
Well, y'all may be 4-0.
NIU, I've never heard of them.
I hadn't either.
That's
and then y'all go into Tennessee.
That's going to be different.
Texas A&M.
Those are two tough teams there.
Christina, that is exactly right. Hotty toddy, we are 3-0, and we have played a high school
Them
team.
hotty toddy people sure are vocal.
You got that right. We're on the Lane train.
All right, we're starting to see some roll tides start to roll in here.
They won. Yep.
Alabama 38-14 over Wisconsin. Was Wisconsin are they a good team, or do you know?
You don't hear much about them. So
I missed every game this weekend. I was out and about running around, and I missed them all. I did not see any.
I watched half of the Alabama game with Amy, and then I watched my hottie toddies, of course, and then that's all I saw. And then I watched my Chiefs lose yesterday.
Now, Christina's saying that Ole Miss games, they were 2 conference games, 2 of those.
Correct. So we're 3-0 total. We are 2-1 in SEC. 2-0 in SEC play. 1 away game and 1 home game.
And we did, as we asked for a score that we didn't have, Clarkdale
42-13. Over Pillahatchee.
Yep, we didn't have that one. My apologies on that. Congratulations to Clarkdale.
Yeah.
Done good there.
Yeah, Alabama's at 2-1.
So has State played any conference games? Or are they still playing a little league?
No, they ain't even hardly played football yet.
Okay. They're still in the junior high.
Now they played Southern, not in the conference. So they haven't played any SEC teams. And I don't even know if Alabama's played SEC yet. I don't know. Is Florida State in the SEC? I don't think so.
Everything got changed, and I kind of lost on that.
Yeah, there's nothing about South or Eastern in the Southeastern.
Shockingly, Clemson lost to Georgia Tech 21-24.
I watched the end of that game.
How was it?
And, man, you're sitting here going, wow. Georgia Tech wanted that win, and, boy, they got it.
So was it one of those games that was really good to the last play?
Yeah. I mean, this came down to it. If I'm not mistaken, it was a long field goal. They were going into overtime, and they got down there to the end and says, all right, let's kick this dude up, and they got it in there.
I can almost hear Greg in the distance going, War Eagle.
Yeah.
Auburn won 31 over South Alabama to 15, doubled the score there. But South Alabama, that's not a real tough one there.
No, that's a pretty weak play.
How is Auburn doing this year? Have you kept up with them?
I don't know. And I like Freeze. I don't keep up with Auburn at all, but I like Hugh Freeze because he was a good Ole Miss coach.
Yeah,
Greg, he's a War Eagle Auburn fan. I don't know why.
As we look at Tennessee, this was a close game. Georgia wins 44 over 41. That was probably a real good game there.
Chad Acton's telling us I guess is that your son, Chad? Number 37 at Ole Miss.
Well, I'll be.
From right here in Meridian. Yeah.
Raleigh, here we go, 46 over Taylorsville's 12. Joe, appreciate that score.
That's a little whooping.
Yeah, they came to town, didn't they? Let's see who else we had
Miss
here.
Susan all the way from Stumpy Point, North Carolina again. Good morning, Miss Susan.
Is Iowa State the big one? Is that one of the bigger?
I don't think so.
Okay, am I getting? Which one am I getting them? Ohio State? Is that
Ohio's up there now?
Ohio State. Yeah, I'm getting those two confused. Arkansas lost 16-24 to them. Is that it right there? No, Ohio State.
37, was that a 9?
Yeah.
Ohio?
But Ohio State always has a good game, don't they?
Ohio State's pretty good. They're, if I'm not mistaken, they are number 1 right now.
Okay.
So,
and as you look at Texas A&M, which we feel that State will have a little bit of trouble on this game here, 41 to what? 40? Notre Dame.
Wow. Yeah.
So we're learning a few things about here, and the rest of this, Tennessee. No. That's coming up next week. Tennessee's going to be.
Yeah, y'all. No, week after next. Y'all got NIU. Is NIU even on?
We don't know who they are.
I have
We may have
no
to do
idea.
a Google to figure that out.
Let's see. What is
Odie's going to figure it out.
NIU? So.
NIU University. Anybody ever heard of them?
NIU.
No one has answered that yet, so I'm starting to worry that. Good morning from
NIU
Chunky.
football.
Susan.
Northern Illinois Huskies.
That's some britches that you can get at Walmart, Husky britches.
What you used to. Well, let's see. All right, so they played Maryland and lost to them 20-9. They played Holy Cross. They beat them 17-19, and then they lost Maryland. They won over Holy Cross, and then they won over Fresno State.
Name a college that I might know that they played.
They ain't one on here. Ohio, but they ain't played them yet.
Okay. That's brand new to me. They must be new to the ranking there.
Yeah. So we don't know. We'll find out next week when State may go 4-0.
Christina says Ole Miss has a rough schedule compared to Mississippi State.
Now, yeah, we do, because we're fixing to come in here and play Tulane next week.
Yeah.
Then we play LSU.
That's that ought to be a game.
Then we take a week off, Washington State, and then we hit Georgia, Oklahoma, South Carolina.
South Carolina's pretty good.
Yeah.
So it's going to get interesting here in the SEC before long there. And again, as always, if we don't have your high school football game, let us know about it in case we miss one.
Ann.
What's Ann
She's
saying?
telling me to behave. I said y'all are 4-0. I didn't say you was going to stay there long.
Somebody going to come after you. NIU is Northern Illinois University.
Yeah.
Northern Illinois University. Huh. Okay. Well, learned something there. Becky was all over that.
We'll see how they do.
We'll be right back. We got a lot to talk about this morning.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Hi folks, Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. As a lot of funny football comments this morning. Everybody's got their favorite team, and then we do hope your team does well for you.
I just Turnbow, I don't know if me and you can watch that game together between Hotty Toddy and LSU.
Well, this is where I have problems like that. That's a whole different language that I don't understand. Where on God's green earth does GEAUX mean? What's that mean? Go?
Well, EAUX is O. It's how you pronounce O.
I must have.
That's how you can't read them road signs down there.
I have trouble with their language, and I'm being serious.
There's some French in there.
And that don't spell tigers. I'm sorry.
He must have some of them Scotty Ray glasses.
But I mean, I have the Cajun language. I struggle with. I also have struggled with any other language that isn't quite Southern.
We'll have to find us a place, Turnbow, and watch it. That'd be a good game.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Tide, no roll, Mike.
Uh-oh. Tide, no roll. Well, they won't play us. They've refused to play Ole Miss the past 2 years. I don't know what's up with that.
So there we go, a few things there. Let's get into a few things that went on this weekend. We had a very busy Friday and Saturday. Things would start to slow down as it moved into Sunday. Not near as much went on Sunday afternoon as it did. Yeah. We woke up to a devastating news in the Meridain area on Saturday morning. Now, no names have been released, and I want to point out on this, we don't show anything. I arrived until my little buddy over there was trying to cause a scene. I left him alone, let him handle his own things. But as we go to the police department, the accident happened west of here. Just it would be actually east of there, of where we were set up. This is all the Highway Patrol and Meridian Police Department that showed up for this, and someone would be struck by a car, Odie. This would be right at the end of the airport. And let's hit play here as we look at this, as the police are on scene. And again, this doesn't show anything, and it is not going to show anything. So don't feel squeamish or anything like that. It's not. This is just the pictures of the police that were on scene, and it stopped short of where the person was. It was a female. We know that much. Maybe in her 50s to 60s, somewhere along in there. The name has not been released. The last check, I'm not sure she had been identified late Saturday, and I haven't spoken to anyone since Sunday came along. But condolences to whoever she was. We feel extremely sorry for this. The person that struck them did stop. They pulled over and waited for the police.
It's tough on them. For everybody involved and their families. Prayers.
And not only would it happen in Meridian, Odie, this would also happen in Philadelphia. On Highway 16 West near the Dollar General, someone else would be struck also in the early morning hours of Sunday morning. As we look at this, the Sheriff's Department responded to a tribal member that was struck by a car. And again, he has not been identified either at this point. But we do know that it was a male that was struck by a car near the Dollar General in the early morning hours there. He would pass away around 3 a.m. So as we get more information on both of these tragedies, we will pass that along as we wait for names on that. Our hearts go out to everybody involved in all of that.
Definitely.
Let's see here. I don't see a scam.
No, I was kind of looking. I didn't see one pop up unless they were talking about all those state fans, but I'm not sure.
May have. Now, I got to brag on a couple people here. Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department and also the Clarke County Sheriff's Department. I was going to get a rib.
Uh-oh.
And I would find out that there was woo-woo lights in front of us. Angie Ray was driving. So they got way ahead of us. Like 10 miles.
So they was on up there?
I urge you, if you see a used Honda today, to go buy it because it's the fastest thing I think I've ever seen.
It a scat.
And I'm not talking about one of those fancy sport cars. I'm talking about just a regular Honda. This thing will run. And when I tell you it will run, Odie, it will flat run. I called...
but you got to have tires.
I called Anthony. Yes, you do. I called Anthony, and I said, Anthony, you've got a car chase coming towards you. And he was right in the middle of flipping a hamburger. And he goes...
I'm on my way.
Oof. And he dropped his spatula, and he took off running. And the Clarke County Sheriff's Department would come out to Highway 45. And his last words were, is it a Challenger or Charger? And I said, I don't know, because I really didn't.
I couldn't see it.
And let's just go ahead and show you what the car was. Running 130 plus, walking away from police cars was this little thing, that Honda.
Wow. Yeah, it was moving down the road, wasn't it?
130 plus.
So I wonder what happened out there to the left front tire.
It would be that the Clarke County Sheriff's Department showed up with these little thing called spikes.
Yeah, you got to have them rolly things with air in them.
And I'm telling you, they were everywhere there. Here's a look at it. Now let's walk over here. We're going to show you the. No, this is the wrong one. Now let me show you the suspect. I'm going to peel over here to where this is, and he was taken into custody without fail. It was a stolen car, Odie.
Okay.
This was not a just I'm out for a joyride. This was and look at this, what those spikes will do to you.
They will tear those tires up, and I'm telling you, you know, your front tire is lucky that didn't end up in a ditch somewhere. When your front tire goes out, it's really hard to hold those up. And
I'm going to hit play on this, and you're going to see Deputy Harper from the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department here, Sam Harper, here in just a second here as he's getting the suspect into the vehicle. Let me hit play here. Here we go. And he's what he's doing is telling him how much money he had on him, is what that was about. We're putting this in a little baggie, and if you get out, you'll get your money back.
It's yours.
And that's the suspect being loaded into the car after that huge car chase. Now, Odie, this makes number 2 car chases into Clarke County, and both have been stopped after they cross that Clarke County line. Which is great. We're glad the bad guys got what was coming to them and they got stopped there. But that was something to see.
Man, before they hurt somebody. Now, you know, I was headed over to get a rib too, but then I got asked to see if I can't go trace somebody down.
Who'd you go chase down?
Well, RW was supposed to show up too.
He didn't show.
He didn't show. Now, rumor is, I'm going to take this line from Greg, I don't like repeating rumors.
Right.
So I'm only going to do this once.
Okay.
Supposedly, there was 2 of his lady friends that had a birthday, and he was jumping out of the cake. And I was trying
at
to
2
go...
different locations or at one place?
Same place.
So they didn't mind admitting that they were both dating the same fella?
No, because they enjoy cooking, and...
he enjoys watching.
And he enjoys watching. So... he was going to jump out of the birthday cake.
What happened?
I couldn't
Did you get
find it. It was a secret location, but I was given 3 places to go look to see if it was at one of these, and it wasn't. And so I never did get a video of RW jumping out of the cake, but I tried. Yeah, that's what he would look like before
jumping out of the cake.
Gets in his cake outfit. Now RW is the one on the right.
Oh, you mean Amy?
No, the one in the middle. The one to the right of that girl. Right in the middle. Yeah.
I love that picture of her
wasn't-
peeking around the corner.
It wasn't air cake, was it?
I don't know. I hadn't been told.
Oh.
I'll have to ask that girl.
Well, no, because she was in Hotty Toddyville.
Yeah, that's right. She did go to Hotty Toddy
Yep.
to see that game.
Yep. So,
So, well, that's the latest breaking news when it comes to RW's sightings over the weekend there.
we're going to keep up with him because we think everybody needs to know.
A 93rd birthday coming?
Yeah.
And if you hadn't got your birthday to us yet, make sure to do that.
Or your anniversary.
Yeah, yeah. When's yours in the fall?
Yeah, November 4th.
Okay, I didn't know.
Between the three of us, me, Greg, and you, we're all within like a
week or so
of each
Yeah,
other.
ours is the 3rd.
Ours the 4th, and I think his is the 5th. Something like that.
My, what were we thinking?
Yeah.
Some 30-something years ago. My, oh my. Have you heard this news? I got shocked. She's gonna walk down the aisle again.
Well.
Reba.
Okay.
She's 70 and engaged.
Been dating for 5 years.
What the shocking part is saying Reba McEntire is 70 years old. Reba in my mind is like 35.
Yeah.
Just that ageless time there. Whoever's in New England, look. That's the way, and I'm having trouble adapting to this. People getting older on me.
Why would you wait for the Emmys to turn around? Well, I guess you had to have something decent at the Emmys. So them confirming the news of marriage at the Emmys was probably the one thing that they had that was nice.
Why was she at the Emmys? That I don't know.
Yeah.
Bless it. We had, and we'll get into talking about this, but I got pictures of this one. The one in Bailey, they battled it all weekend, what we would call a brush fire.
Yeah, and pay attention. This is something she needs to hear.
Don't burn right now. And this started out as a controlled burn in Bailey up Highway 493. Forestry was called in several times this weekend to battle this. It didn't get near homes, but they were really worried at one point that it was about to jump over and burn a home. And we also had a little fire over here. Also, Russell Volunteer Fire Department battled this one on Russell-Tompton Road. But again, this fire was not near as bad as what we had there in Bailey. I want to say Stanley's still running around holding his mic, trying to key up in his sleep.
As much as he was on it.
Move the truck.
It's extremely dry. It's going to be extremely dry. The wind is still up. I've had some people called and said, "Hey, do we have a burn ban?" No,
but
we don't want one.
That's correct.
Because there again, if you put a burn ban in place, that means that you're waiting for the government to tell you when it's safe and not safe to burn. We ought to know when it's safe and not safe to burn. Yes, an accident will happen, but there's sometimes you just do not burn. And we don't need to wait for a burn ban. That's the last ditch effort.
Correct.
Common sense on how to burn, when to burn, and it is extremely, extremely dry.
Street Talk, we're getting this in from Senator Jeff Tate just in. Charlie Dennison may have started that fire in Bailey.
It's one of them bad fireworks. Yeah.
Jeff Tate.
Yeah. Jeff, he's trying.
He done turned him in.
Turned him in.
But y'all be careful with those matches out there because it is dry. And speaking of, the Meridain Fire Department also showed up. This was yesterday. It was in the 4000 block of 26th Street. I was trying to get some motor oil, and next thing you know, this is what happened. You see the smoke boiling out from the top of the house there. And now, again, the Meridian Fire Department got there and within 3 minutes, had this thing under control. It was quick. We do appreciate them for all they do.
Yeah.
Could be telling you a totally different story now, but that was it was all saved and all well there.
Austin brought up a good point. When you do burn bans, it overwhelms your fire service, and it does because we've got to go put out every little fire, and the volunteers are out trying to spend time with family, and then they have to go get the truck, drive to a location, make somebody mad because they're burning during a burn ban and put their fire out. And now you've got to get a law enforcement officer out that way and take him away from what they were doing as far as the law side with the deputies or police department. In the city, you can't burn at all. There's a burn ban.
Just like firearms, can't do that.
Yeah, can't do that neither. But yeah, we don't want to do a burn ban. We just want everybody to use common sense.
We'll be right back.
Spring is here. It's time to get your lawn looking its best with Kubota mowers. Parish Tractor's Kubota Z232 KW42 is the perfect mower for a pristine lawn. And now, you can own one with payments as low as $95 a month. Visit Parish Tractor today and take advantage of this amazing offer. 2.99% APR financing now through go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
More than a tractor store.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. We're back, and you know, as you look back on things that shaped history, this guy probably had everything to do with the early musicians of country, of them making it. If you didn't pass the test of this guy, you didn't get nowhere. And his name was Roy Acuff. He handled it all there from the Opry stage, ran it, and the Wabash Cannonball. Can you sing that song?
If it's playing in the background.
Only if it's playing in the background. Famous on. Do you remember Nipsey?
Oh, yes.
He was on all them old Gabe shows.
Yeah.
Nipsey Russell was born in 1918 on today.
Oh, man, he was funny.
I liked him a whole lot there. Who else had a birthday day? Oh, man, this guy always seemed like he had the biggest heart of anybody. Big burly guy.
He was there to help anytime somebody needed it.
As we go back to, and he was also an NFL player there who went over to the Little House on the Prairie.
Man.
Jonathan Garvey was his name. I always liked him better than the other guy.
The darker beard.
Yeah, that went on to play with him in the other shows.
Yep. But the Angel. Yep.
Yeah, anyway, I liked him a whole lot too there. This guy is one of my favorites there when it comes to The Fugitive.
We want to cover every outhouse, chicken house.
U.S. Marshals, Tommy Lee Jones. And of course, you know, he would play the bad guy in Dark Territory Under Siege with Steven Seagal on the ship. The girl jumped out of the cake.
Yep, sure did. Wow.
So he's a great actor. Also, Double Jeopardy, he played in that.
Oh, he was the cop in Double Jeopardy, yeah.
And there's probably countless shows that I'm not remembering.
Well, Men in Black.
Oh, forgot about that one.
Yep. He was...
Lonesome Dove.
The Lonesome Dove. He was in a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's the best we can say. A famous scene, and they say it happened by accident, the first part of it, and then it just became a...
It's kind of like Amy at front of the governor's mansion.
It kind of like that way there. Is the Monroe skirt scene happened today. She accidentally stood on a subway vent and woof, up went the shirt. It made her husband, Joe DiMaggio, very, very mad.
Yeah.
We don't know if it had anything to do with it, but they got a divorce shortly after that, Odie.
Well, everybody on the subways.
He seriously got mad over it. But, you know, they've made a statue out of that since then, of her standing on the subway thing.
Wasn't she on a stamp, too, or something like that?
Yeah, Marilyn was.
Yeah.
It would be 1961, number one. To a heart that's true. 6 million copies of that was sold. I'm telling you, Elvis was the man that pivoted. He done it all there back in the day there. Let's see what else happened today.
Tommy Lee Jones.
What
I
else?
forgot about this movie.
What?
Was in Coal Miner's Daughter.
Oh, how could I forget?
Exactly.
Dude,
Oh, that's my
he
wife
gets to eat
throwing that up
bologna
in
and
there.
just can't stop. Lee Majors, which would be later, he'd be very famous for marrying Farrah Fawcett and then become the fall guy. I think that probably
$6 million
married.
man.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Ching, ching, ching.
But would marrying Farrah be the most important thing that probably happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, or being in the same TV show and Fall Guy with
Heather Thomas.
That's one of those two.
Yeah.
I don't know which one.
And Linda Evans, back in the day, this is before she became very famous there. He was in The Big Valley as it premiered. I often wondered why he was not the main star of that show, because he was a really good actor. He was.
Oh, yeah, here it again. I'm going to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Nobody's tougher than Muhammad Ali.
That's right.
He became the heavyweight champion of the world in 1978. Time magazine made it so. It was 1965. We can't forget this. Now, most of you that are not 45 plus will go, huh? But there was a time when your cassette player and your disc player, and before it became a audio signal, that you had to have it on this big square thing.
I've got one at the house.
And it was called an 8-track tape, and the Ford was the first car to offer it.
Oh, man. Yeah. I still got one of them suckers.
My first 8-track was Habits Old and New.
I don't remember what my first track was. But,
And my daddy had
still got the old
Elvis, the trilogy. I can remember that being in that caddy. Yeah. Flop. That 8-track box fly over and knock a head off.
Boy, that sucker was heavy.
It was. Who remembers Columbo?
Just one more thing.
He always looked like he needed a bath.
I think he did.
He was just very frazzled looking, like he didn't. But man, you want to talk about smart.
He could
Let's
solve
see.
it.
It went number 1 today. It would go Rocky Mountain High. Y'all remember him, John Denver?
Yeah.
I'm leaving
On an airplane. Yeah,
jet plane. And of course, that would be the song that changed John Denver. He had gone broke. That song, he wrote it. Somebody recorded it. It made tons of money. And then the band that he was with had filed bankruptcy. So John goes back and pays every single debt.
I remember that. Yep.
Outstanding guy. It was different for country music at the time, but it would lead on to West Virginia Country Roads, Take Me Home. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Oh, man.
It was good there.
Oh, I love this show right here.
Chips. Ponch and John would premiere tonight on your television, and it was good.
Yes, it was.
Do you remember their captain, the guy that part is...
Yeah.
Do you remember the very good-looking blonde girl that added to the show? She was one of the deputies that drove the car.
Yes.
Did you know that was her real husband? Was their
No.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. At the time.
Well.
Husband and wife team on Chips.
Wonder how she got that job.
I ain't talking.
Man.
George Burns met heaven on earth at one point in time. I hate Julia's not here to take a look at this.
Looked like her and R.W.
But he made it to the cover of TV Guide with Catherine Bach with Daisy.
Oh.
He was. That's how I think
boy.
he come up with that song. I wish I was 18 again.
Probably so. Oh man, it was good.
Let's see here. Jackson 5. Do you remember Tito?
Yeah.
He was one of the ones that I just didn't.
And died 2 years ago.
Yeah, Jackson 5 there, part of that big group there. That whole family had talent and more talent.
Yeah.
Was it because the daddy pushed them? Well, I don't know the answer to that.
Well, maybe he saw something that they had as far as talent and pushed them to do. Same as Tiger Woods. He had, I guess, something his dad saw that he was good at that young age and says, no, we're going to continue to develop this. And boy, did he. So you've got two dads out there that really pushed.
Yeah.
And you got two groups that really blew it out of the park. I'm
going to have to go with Bob on this. Getting a seatbelt ticket from a motorcycle cop is just not right.
You didn't wear yours.
A motorcycle is a whole lot more dangerous than a car if it flips over. I think Bob is on to something here.
Yeah.
That says a lot there. Let's see a few other things. One of the biggest things, we had a huge power outage in Kiwani over the weekend. Now, when I say miracles happen, miracles happen. Let's go here to take a look at this, Odie. And the best way to describe this, and we'll come back to the video here in just a second, I want y'all to look at this. An oversized load was taking the off-ramp at Kiwani. It strikes a power line. It drops in the highway. It hits this truck and a car that were side by side at the same time. And the driver of this truck ducks on the seat in the nick of time. Look at this.
I'm telling you, that could have changed an outcome.
I mean, it's a miracle. Look at that how it just...
Yeah.
And probably for about 1 mile north and south was without power, because when it hit this truck, it snapped every power pole that you can imagine. Now, here's what caused it. He was getting off on the exit, and there was about, and you go, well, he shouldn't have, but there's about 40 loads carrying the same identical product taking the same route. Why the line was down, we don't know, but it caught it right there at the exit ramp.
Yeah.
And
wow.
He was exiting as that truck was passing, and it was just all at the same time.
Yeah. Here's
the little car that was involved, and it got it lower. It didn't do as much damage as it did to the 18-wheeler. And here's a look back at this. There's the rig. The car stopped a little bit down the road. And they were huge. When I tell you, huge Alabama fans. They had their Paul Bear Bryant hat on.
I was thinking to say, that looks like a Bear Bryant hat.
And they had everything on them was Alabama. And I'm not sure if they made it to the game or not. But here's a closer look at this. Look at that. Now, again, I am beyond touched as how God will save you sometimes from things that go on in this world. And that was one of them. Here's a view of them riding down the road looking at all the different power lines as the power crews went out to Kiwani to replace all of this. It was line after line after line that was being replaced with this.
This was a major rebuild, and they had to call in and get some help. A lot of... Hey, I know it's Saturday, but guess what? We need you coming to work.
Yes, sir. And we're going to put this at Naked Man 68, Meridian Police Department 2. Naked Man outrun the Meridian Police Department this weekend.
Oh, man.
Right
well,
down
he didn't
north
have any extra weight on.
No, he didn't. I talked to somebody after this, and he said, man, that guy's fast.
Well, I mean, here our PD, they've got to wear their regular clothes, their utility belt. You've got the vest. You've got all that on. You're trying to run. This other guy, he's sitting there and doesn't have a...
Well, Shirley told me his utility belt was not that big, is what she told me.
Oh.
She was live on the scene.
So...
Here he comes. Boogie there, boogie there.
She didn't say, come here. You could have asked for an autograph, and that would have gave the cops time to get there.
Now, to be sure that, and let me pinpoint how you can identify Naked Man. Naked Man has got long hair that comes down in the back. It goes down. It's kind of like tied in the back. You'll notice him.
Know him.
He's not one of these other imposters that we have in town. The others get caught quickly. This guy. I'm not kidding you, should have played high school football for somebody here, because he's unstoppable on those 2 feet. He is the quickest thing that any of us have ever seen.
Yeah. That's a lot of gear to run with, and he didn't have any gear.
No, he didn't. We'll be right back. More headlines coming up. American Portable Buildings not only has buildings, but they also have trailers. They're budget-friendly, zero down, no credit check. Come take advantage of these savings today. Take a look at all they have to offer. If it's a trailer you need, they have them from 12-foot to 16-foot to 18-foot, even car haulers. If you're tired of having to borrow a trailer every time you need one, see them today. Call 601-693-6200 or drop by for a visit at 4838 Old Homestead Road in Meridian. Grass cutting season is here, and if you need a new lawnmower, drop in and visit our friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have the size yard you have. Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Visit our friends at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494. Rockhouse Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. And Brian asks, has the original Naked Man ever been caught? To our knowledge, twice. It could be more, but we're only aware twice. We've never gotten an official statement before. But once Bud May, who was a former police officer, caught him. He was actually just out with a drone training. And the call came out, and he said, well, hey, let me... And he went over, and he said, there he is. You remember those drones that they said was going to catch people before the crime happened? Remember that police chief we had?
Yeah. That was before that. So it really
before,
maybe that's where the idea came from. But, of course, now, Austin's, brought up a good point. I mean, if you're chasing him, who really wants to tackle? I agree with that. Yeah. You know. And then, but a dog, I bet, my luck. Then, never mind, y'all go with that thought too. Barry White called me. Barry White called me one Saturday morning. He goes, hey. I said, hey. He goes, I got Naked Man. I said, what are you doing, Naked Man? He goes, he's in a jail cell with a bullet wound. Naked Man streaked across the wrong people one night, and they commenced to shooting at him, and he got wounded. It was a scuff on the arm, if I remember. So that's how that all happened. We had a pretty serious accident. Had several things going on in Kemper County. We had an accident right before you get to Scuba there at Baca Valley on Highway 45. This would be near the old where they used Electric Mills. Is that it?
Just north of there, Midland Manufacturing, where they used to build farming
big
tools.
Old place on the left. Yeah.
Then it was Tees Furniture for a while. Yeah. Then it became a mulching company. Now it's nothing again. But that's where a rollover accident happened there this weekend. Minor injuries. One person was transported to a local hospital from that accident. Let's see what else we had. Meridian Fire Department showed up. We had a North Hills, and this is Constant Wreck Valley. Is that a word? Yeah. North Hill Street and Highway 39. I want you to look at this. Look at that car. It got some major damage. And there's a steel. Look at that. That solid hit there in that back right corner.
You might have to get that realigned.
I'm thinking that there's going to be up for parts.
I think so. At least the left side.
Yeah. You can get a door off that side. And as I pulled up, I thought, there's Odie up there. And it wasn't you.
No.
It looked like you from a distance there.
It kind of looked like it, though, don't it?
Yeah. We were trying to stay out of the way there as we go to that. And I don't know where Boo is this morning. It's Kenny Chesney. Kenny Chesney was live at the scene of an accident on I-20 this weekend. Boo handled everything for us there.
Took care of all of it. Oof.
A guardrail involved, and one person taken into custody.
That guardrail usually stop you.
Yeah, it's a mess. That was mile marker 126-ish, if I remember right. Metro ambulance arrived, checked out to make sure everybody was okay. 120. No, I'm wrong. It's 129. Look at that right there at it.
129, yeah.
Now the cars were a few feet apart, but that's what went on there. So, what a weekend we had with all of this going on. I got a picture of a little girl that I got to show here in a second. Odie, I'm telling you.
Nothing more precious.
Let's see here. Ooh, got some pictures on that. Let me find this picture. She was the sweetest thing I think I bumped into all weekend. Let me find her picture there because she was just a doll. Here we go. I want y'all to look at this. Was she not cute as just a little button? That's
And
Peyton
just as
Stokely.
happy. Look at that.
She's a sweetie pie. Let me tell you what. She gave great big hugs.
She was happy, wasn't she?
She was, and I just want to say a big thank you to her parents there for letting her come out. And we had a great time meeting her. She was sweet as she could be. Let's see what else went on here. We wanted to bring up. Now this was a big deal in Clarke County.
Man, this was awesome for Quitman doing this.
Barry White, as we brought him up just a moment ago, was honored. That's his sister Lee, former sheriff of Clarke County, Todd. He's still got a badge on him. Look at that.
Yeah, he ain't giving all that up.
Yeah, he can still do some arresting.
Yeah, somebody got to keep Harold in line.
And what this was about was Barry was honored at Quitman High School. He was their very first ever, when all this first started years ago, SRO officer.
Yeah, he was the very first one there.
And, of course, our current sheriff on scene there. I think we got another close-up of all of them together here at the end. Here we go. Here's the picture of all three of them together there. But a big honor for her, and I'm telling you that means a lot, being passed along to family members. She's a sweetheart. Barry was a great friend of ours. We can't brag on him enough. God rest his soul in peace.
We've got to. I told Amy, I said, we've been trying to make some ball games and we hadn't, but we're going to start making it to some of East Central softball games. She's the head softball coach there.
Pretty good at it, isn't she?
She's real good at it. And so we're going to go and enjoy some games with her. And, man, tough situation, but thank you to 911 committee and Quitman High School, both honoring our friend.
Absolutely. What a good fella he was there. Yeah. And ran the jail for so many years there in Clarke County, which got the name from that.
That's it.
Where would we be without Harold?
Exactly.
You know, and Odie, I bumped into somebody the other day, and he said, I'm a grown man. He said, I'm a grown man. But he said, when that donkey started crying when Barry went by, he said, I had tears that ran down my face.
You got that right.
And we've got the video on the page. You can go back. The hearse, what I'm describing is the hearse past Barry's house.
Is before he got to the house.
Yeah. And he can sense it. He goes to the fence and starts braying, and then as Barry passes by, he brayed the whole time as Barry's body went by.
He knew there come Daddy.
I just...
and Harold's doing good.
Loves honey buns still.
Lee's taking care of him, but yeah, he does love honey buns. But so Harold's still hanging in there and taking care of Clarke County.
We'll be right back.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning to save the day. We can keep you comfortable with special savings for your home, like up to $3,000 off new HVAC systems or a tune-up for just $69. Keep the power on with a generator. Get $200 off installs and 0% financing for 60 months. We do it all at Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning and offer financing options for any repair or installation. Call for a free quote or visit us online at HeblonHeatingandCooling.com.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541. Hey,
this is coming up this weekend, the Feastival on 5th. It'll be Saturday from 4:30 until 7 on 5th Street there at the Riley Center. And you were telling me that's where they have the...
That's where they had that big old giant lobster and all that, and then the Veggie Tales or whatever. They were all there, you remember?
I do now that you bring that up.
Yeah, $20 a ticket.
Children under 12 get in free.
Yeah, so go by and check that out.
Coming up this weekend. And before long, the event of... Big events in October will be here as we celebrate Bud and Burgers.
The 10th annual.
I can't believe that's been 10 years.
Man. Yeah, we're a month away, so it's time now to get everything together and be a part of this.
RW going to be in this one too? Bud Brown going to be there with
Well, yeah. Bud's going to have to be. Bud's already, he's got
to have a little protection.
I'd say if RW is good at jumping out of cakes, why don't we do it here, and then maybe he can get some more gigs.
I'm all about me some Bud Brown security is all I know.
You got that right. I mean, well, we didn't say RW was dumb. At least he got the right one.
Yeah, he did there. we had a boo-boo down in Clarke County, somebody trying to turn around.
Yeah, it needs a little bit wider area than what they thought.
And it had a boo-boo there from our friends at Clarke County Hot Topics. Odie, also yesterday, I didn't get a chance to make it there, but we were aware of the situation there at Clarko. Camper got hit.
Oh.
That's probably the second or third time that a camper coming out of there from Clarko got boomed.
Ow.
So
you got to be careful, people coming in and out with campers. You can't.
That was a boo-boo there.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to go back. Let me see if I can find this, the picture of this guy. Maybe not everybody is up to par on this. This is from Fox News. This is the guy that is accused of
assassinating
of Charlie Kirk.
Yep.
And there's been many, many tributes, and the funeral is coming up. I know they had a memorial service yesterday, but the funeral is coming up before long. I think the president will be attending this. A lot of people will. Our country is saddened by this. There are those that you will see in America that act as though this is a good thing. That is not good. I don't care what religion, what you do.
Not at all. Not at all. If you're against somebody,
that's okay.
That's fine. That's the American way. But why is it that not a single store got looted, not a single car got turned upside down, not a single building was caught on fire, no streets had fires up and down it, no rioting anywhere?
Nope.
But yet if the ball was flipped, you'd have had a city burnt down, and all chaos would erupt.
Now,
because they're sitting here, and it's like Charlie would always bring up, come and let's sit down and talk. When we stop talking, we stop debating, that's when all this other crap starts happening. And if you disagree with something, that side always wants to go to violence.
No, we can't have that.
And that's wrong. And then you cheer when something like that happens. I'm telling you,
we wouldn't wish that on our worst enemy. We really wouldn't. That's a sad day. As we look at this, the best I'm understanding was, and I don't quite 100% know the relationship, but whoever he was living with, whether it be a trans person or just a friend, whatever it is the person that turned him in to police and said, "Hey, I do believe this is the person I'm living with." And
told the daddy.
And said, "I know nothing about it. I had nothing to do with it," and is being extremely cooperative. His parents are being cooperative, except the man in question, who is not talking or saying anything to police.
His romantic partner is a transitioning trans man going through surgery to be a woman.
Okay. Best way to word it.
Yeah, and I don't know all those other words that link it, but we'll say they did not really agree with
what he did.
And then his father was a longtime deputy.
Correct.
And his father got involved and And they said, no, you're going to.
Now, Carl asked, was Charlie's wife pregnant? I have not heard that.
I hadn't heard. I know they got 2 little girls.
Yeah.
But now she came out and she said, if you think this right here stopped a movement, you are sadly mistaken. This just heightened.
It makes me think that she's getting ready to take over the company and push this narrative forward. Is what I am I wrong?
No, she's going to be a part of it. But you still got some other people who are jumping right in there. He was supposed to be at Ole Miss next month.
I forgot about that.
Talk. But definitely, no. This is a huge boost in what he was doing, and this goes to show who is actually against America. Because
everybody's saying a
girl and a boy. Okay, I thought it was 2 girls. Okay, my bad.
But you're right. It does show America where we are, and it's touching there. Hey, we just got word, Odie, that remember the brush fire we talked about that broke loose, and it's jumped the fire lane now, so it's reignited. So Bailey Volunteer Fire Department going back to that
back at it again.
Brush fire that we've been battling all weekend.
Yeah, and somebody wants to know why we spent money on side-by-sides. Wow. Because you can't get a fire truck up in there.
That's right. You got to have a way to get there to work on the fire. That's how that works.
Ask questions.
Get answers.
And you can get answers.
We'll be right back.
On a hot day chasing crime in Meridian, to make a man thirsty, there's no better way than an ice-cold Coca-Cola to quench your thirst.
Or an ice-cold Diet Coke if you prefer that flavor.
No matter where you're at, stop by a local store and support that store and Meridian Coca-Cola. They're supporting us every day.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Okay, we double-checked, and Uncle Google tells us
we've got a 1-year-old son and a 3-year-old daughter. So, hadn't seen anything about her being pregnant now. So, we'll see.
And again, one of the most touching things that I have read is the First Lady, how she described how those kids will grow up. Go back and find that tweet that she put out right after that, how those kids will be affected as they grow up by this. And the only thing that we can compare it to would be the Kennedys. Of an assassination does not happen often in America, but when it does, it
leaves a mark.
Yes, it does. That was the word I was looking for.
And this is something they're going to grow up in a godly family.
Oh yes.
And they are going to understand what God means for them, what their purpose is in life, and what their daddy did. Because their daddy, there was no bigger support for anybody out there, no matter who, what, where, when, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, what your race is, what your handicap is, what any of your social status is. Charlie Kirk spoke for every single person out there, and he brought forth a lot of the problems that America is dealing with and what God's plan for each one of us is and what we can do. I'm telling you, the movement, Greg said it, there's one thing that happened, and that was a good old can was opened up.
It has been.
And I think it's going to push forward bigger than what they ever thought.
Odie, I don't know if this has anything to do with Charlie's death, but we had a Georgia police officer over the weekend shot in the neck. in the throat. They have, I think, since caught him from the original story coming out. I think they caught the guy. But I don't know if there's a tie-in or if it was a struggle with the gun. I don't know of what the situation was, but that did happen over the weekend, and I do believe that person has been caught. Do you remember I brought this up last week of the inmate hanging out the back of the van?
The air wasn't working, and he was trying to get...
Daily Mail now has picked the story up, and we've got pictures from it of a guy's going down the road, and he goes, I think that's an inmate in front of me.
That dude coming out the back window.
And here's a look at that. It's Daily Mail. He done kicked the window out and was hollering. I don't think he escaped. They pulled over immediately and put him back in the van.
Come get me. Come get me. Like, what was that, Fast and the Furious, like a car was going to run, turn around real quick, back up to it and let him, Yeah,
that doesn't happen. Now, it's more likely to happen, 48 hours from the bus overturned?
Yeah.
But life is not always like the movies. I want to remind everybody about that.
To get some chicken.
Now, before I say... I just stopped to get chicken and he escaped.
But that was true.
That did. It happened right here. I watched it. Standing at J&J Muffler. Down the ditch he went and away he went. We're just going to get chicken. Good behavior.
Oh, man. Yeah. Don't mind the street clothes he's got on underneath that.
Correct. Don't know how that... Well, he was actually going before the judge is how
Yeah. That's it.
I don't know these two country singers. They call them country singers, so we'll take their word at it. But a guy named Zach Bryan and a guy named Gavin Adcock. Zach Bryan.
I hadn't heard that one.
And then the other guy's Gavin Adcock. Supposedly they were at a concert playing one open one, and then they have an issue and they're on both sides of the fence yelling at one another.
Oh.
And this Zach Bryan character climbs the barbed wire fence and comes after him, and security guards jump in and pull him apart.
I guess they won't sing at each other's concert no more.
They don't like one another. And again, I can't verify if we could call any of these two actually country or if they're just pop want to go country. We don't know. We ain't heard of them before. We're going to do birthdays next. I hope you've got yours into us. Get them to us there. Easy. Drop them in the comments and we'll do them next.
On a hot day chasing crime in Meridian, to make a man thirsty, there's no better way than an ice-cold Coca-Cola to quench your thirst.
Or an ice-cold Diet Coke if you prefer that flavor.
No matter where you're at, stop by a local store and support that store and Meridian Coca-Cola. They're supporting us every day.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun food and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
And welcome back.
So we're getting 18,000 to 32,000 requests for chapters on college campuses. The platform grew from 1 million to 11 million over the weekend for Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA. Please do not take my word for who, what, where, when he stands for. Don't have to.
Nope.
All you got to do is go to YouTube and go to Charlie Kirk and listen to what he says. Don't take my word for it. Don't take anybody's word for it. Go straight to the horse's mouth and let Charlie Kirk and listen. Don't go on a show and take my word. Don't go to another show and take their word when they say he doesn't support who, what, where, when.
Correct.
You go on there. It's every bit of this is there for anybody to see. And he has supported every single American out there, no matter who, what, where they are. And I don't have to worry about, well, am I sure? Because I've seen it, I've heard it, and his videos are there to prove who this man is actually for. Because this is a godly man, but he's sitting up there with God right now.
I saw one of his, and it was the most interesting thing. It was a debate about abortion. of when a child becomes a child. And I think most people, not everyone, I know there's going to be people that would argue with a fence post, but when something has a heartbeat, that becomes a child. And it was a very interesting debate on that, and it looked that one up. It was, and I think it was either at Mississippi State or Ole Miss where it took place. I could be wrong, but it was one of those. But one of the most interesting debates I've ever heard.
From the day the sperm and the egg connect,
that's what he said.
DNA is formed right then, and that is the day you become a baby. I believe life begins then too. And I was kind of, okay, when does life begin? Does it begin when a heart starts to form? And I was sitting in there, where is this? But after listening to him and then him explain it, no, it happens the second that you form your own DNA. And I said, you've just changed my mind.
But again,
there we go.
As Odie said, don't take our word for it. Go back and listen to that. It's well worth it there. And he's got many, many videos that you can watch. You can either disagree after that. That's the best I can tell you.
But the truth's there, and how he really feels, he didn't hold back. It is there.
Odie, we're getting Marsha is having a birthday today.
We got that one down there. Miss Marsha Stoddard's got a birthday today.
She used to bring around cakes and stuff like that. I hadn't seen any of that lately.
Well, maybe she'll get one on her birthday.
Happy birthday. I hope you get a birthday cake.
Yeah. We got Whitney Blackwell. She's got a birthday. John Ham's having a birthday. Chief Malachi Sanders.
Does he have a birthday today?
Got a birthday today. Skylar Hollingsworth had one yesterday. Jessica Daniels got a birthday today. Avery Terry turns 5. Ruth McCraw, 93 years
old. Happy birthday.
Man, that is awesome. Elaine Isbell had a birthday yesterday. And Zach and Eli Worrell turns 15 today. So hopefully we got everybody.
Marsha got some smiley faces there.
Yeah, look at there. Yep. We said you be cray, Scotty Ray.
Jason Massey
Massey's got a birthday. So yeah.
So we hope everybody enjoys theirs today. Let's see what else. I can't even show that picture. We'll skip that there. But so much going on, and we appreciate each and every one of you joining us each and every day. We're going to be back tomorrow morning for more headlines, as we always leave you at the end of the show with a Bible verse. Odie, what'd you come up with today?
Let's see. This app's going to take us today to Isaiah 40, verse 8. The grass withers and the flowers fall, but the word of our God endures forever. No matter what we go through, no matter what's going through in your life, the one thing that will always be there is God and God's love. He's never left us. He's been there for us no matter what we go through, day in and day out. All we've got to do is bring him into our heart. Y'all have a wonderful day. We got Michelle Bynum's birthday coming in just now. Happy birthday, Michelle. Hope you have a great day. But y'all have a wonderful day. We love you. Tuesday be here tomorrow. Friday still coming. Y'all just hang in there. Have a great day.